Hey friends, I'm going to tell you how to lose weight and stay trim, fit, and athletic Phoenix style. And after I'm done, I'm going to post a whole bunch of videos and go back on the attack because the Phoenix is back. Losing weight, and I'll tell you how I did it many years ago. When I was out gourmeting too much and partying too much, and I put on about 35 extra pounds, which was a no-no for a man such as myself. First thing I did was drop down to 2 meals a day. A late breakfast and an early dinner. That breakfast consisted of no bread whatsoever. Neither did the dinner. Because bread, even if you eat whole grain breads, contain wheat, and wheat is detrimental to you. I don't eat bread at all. Not to say that I have. I do like Italian bread. Oh yeah, do I. But we learn to give up certain things that are detrimental to us. One bread you could eat that may have no wheat in it, that's a whole grain, is made by a company called Achisio. You could also eat rye bread, very little, maybe once a week. Eliminate sandwiches. Have no more than 6 ounces of protein, chicken, turkey, fowl that is, red meat, and don't believe a word that they tell you about red meat and about you have to cook it. Because if you cook it and overcook it, it can cause cancer cells. Google that. I eat the meat relatively rare. That's why I like steak tartare. But no more than 6 ounces, usually 4. And have green leafy vegetables. Because they're complex carbs. They don't put on any weight whatsoever, and they contain nutrients. 2 meals a day like this. If you eat eggs, make sure you eat the whole egg. Don't buy into the nonsense regarding cholesterol, because you could get the book The Cholesterol Hoax. And you need the yellows, the yolks, for lecithin, which will make you sleep better. You do as I say, and you combine that with an exercise program. If you can't lift weights, I suggest walking at the fastest pace you can for 30 minutes a day. You don't have to do more. 5-minute warm-up, 20 minutes very fast, and 5 minutes cooling down. I do a lot more than that because I had street boxing punches, but that's what I'm into. And combinations. Then do push-ups and straight leg raises with the knees slightly bent, or bicycle crunches, or what you call rope crunches. And do the plank exercise for the lower back. Even if you got to start with 10 seconds, because it will strengthen your back. Do that 3 times a week if you can't lift weights. If you can lift weights, do that on the days that you do shoulders and the days that you do chest. Now, very important, this has to be combined with many would call, but it is not, positive thinking. It goes far beyond the range of positive thought. How I learned this was by reading a book 5 times, a deprogramming manual back in 1998 called, I think it was 97, 98, or 99. It's called The Handbook for a New Paradigm. There's also a second book called, in that series, called Embracing the Rainbow, and a third book called Becoming. They will teach you in the basic that true creative thought is deliberate intent, focus. Assume that you already have what you want. For example, I wanted to weigh 189 pounds, which I weigh about consistently. Sometimes a little less, sometimes a pound or 2 more, never more. But I'm solid. I'm a very muscular guy. I always have been. I would say, as before I went to bed, I would focus on this and say, I weigh 189 pounds. I'd say it about 50 times. I'd fall asleep doing it. I would go right into the hypnagogic state, and that's very important. The hypnagogic state is the twilight sleep, the state of mind between awakefulness and sleep. It's called the hypnagogic state. As you do this, when you say, let's say you're a female and you want to weigh 112 pounds or 116 pounds, you say to yourself that you weigh 116 pounds, you focus on it, you fall asleep saying it, but also you emotionalize it. You charge it with emotion. See, that's why they want us to control our emotions. They don't want to have any emotions because emotions are creative. You charge it with emotion, you feel that you already have attained it. For example, I'll give you a very clear description of that. Let's say you want a new mink coat. You don't have the money. Buy a new hanger, put it in a closet, and envision the hanger on the coat. And emotionalize it. Feel the joy that you got a new mink. That's how you do it, and you will lose weight quickly. Very quickly. And the great part about it is you'll develop a habit of proper eating. You won't overeat. Once you lose the weight and you start feeling stronger and you exercise more on the weekend, you could have a little treat. You could have that strawberry shortcake, that banana cream pie, that chocolate cream pie, whatever it is that suits your little heart. That's how you do it. But remember, you don't start eating those things until you get stronger. Then you'll need a little bit more protein. You'll be doing 6 ounces of protein to feed the muscles. Very important. That's how you lose weight. And you could look at yourself in the mirror and say to yourself, I weigh 110 or 115 pounds, whatever it is that you may desire. And trust me, I don't care how old you are. I'm going to be 68 next year. I look at myself in the mirror, I see a 48-year-old guy. The way it is, because you could change anything. And very important, have proper vitamins. Get a whole food vitamin like New Chapter. And also, if you're losing weight, get chromium picolinate. And of course, make sure you add extra chromium picolinate. This is all very important, folks. That's all I have to say. So have a great day.